what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. We on our way to the top, well over 40,000 subscribers and on our way to 50K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real and I'm the only one in it. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. You already know how we do. Now do me a favor. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. Yeah, wipe off your feet at the door. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time we go live right here on Grown Man Business TV. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now you already know, we about to talk about Cardi B, Offset, and his whole divorce debacle that's taking place, right in front of our eyes, for the public to see. It is absolutely nasty work what's taking place between, this married couple, because they're still married. And I know I told a lot of y'all that we was going live at 9:30, but the game was on. New York just lost again. The Knicks are going home, so bye-bye to the Knicks. Next year, maybe y'all get a better chance next year. And I wanted to wait until that was over. You know what I mean? The Knicks are going home, and now we about to talk about a BX bomber by the name of Cardi B. Yeah, it's about to get real in here. This is Grown Man Business TV. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat. Before we get into this information, before I deliver these downloads, I gotta do some customizations to the chat, man. I got to do some customizations to the chat because I'm about to say some things that are going to go against the establishment. I'm about to say some things that a lot of these people don't want to hear. The truth is going to hurt when you giving up this game. When it's pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, sometimes the truth hurts. And the higher ups and the elites are always working. They're always muffling the message. They're always trying to, they're always trying to hold back what I'm willing to give up. Is what it is. And it'll be what it's going to be. Yeah, the Knicks are going home. So once that took place, I said, I'm going to go ahead and bring this information because Cardi B, we going to talk about this. We going to talk about this. You going to cut that check, Cardi. Cardi B, we going to make sure that you pay that man that spousal support that you supposed to be paying that man that spousal support. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna talk about this. Big salute to the chat, man. Let me do some things to the channel before we get into this, so they can't play with the numbers. Bam, you see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers doing all your commenting, asking me all these questions about Cardi B with your Twitter fingers doing all your Twittering, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing right here, Grown Man Business TV. And if not, that's all good. That's all good. Get in the back of the class, close your mouth, and open your ears. Prepare yourself for the purest dope on YouTube, straight off the brick, right into the bottles. Prepare yourself, all right? Now, we all know Cardi B and Offset are going through a divorce, a public divorce. And, one thing for sure and two things for certain here at Grown Man Business TV, I'm pro-marriage. I speak highly of marriage. I believe and I understand being able to see through the smoke and mirrors that a man is supposed to detach from his mother and his friends, and he's supposed to cling to his wife, and they're supposed to build an empire. But you got to understand, we living in a cold world. It's a cold world we living in. And everything is not going to go to plans. Everything is not going to go as expected. And sometimes it get rocky. And sometimes it get past rocky, and it turns into a situation where you have to divorce, you have to separate, y'all have to go your separate ways. You got to go live your life. But you need to know something as men. We already understand before we get on one knee, before we put a ring on your finger, Before we give you our last name, we already understand, we are already programmed to know that if this shit go left, if it go left, we're gonna have to break down everything with this woman. We don't get to just marry this woman and leave this woman. It don't work like that, baby. And see, one thing for sure and two things for certain, you know, the OGs always told us it's cheaper to keep her. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's something we knew a long time ago. I knew it. When I got married, when I proposed to my wife, I already knew that it would be cheaper to keep her. But see, now we living in a new age. It's a new energy going around. It's a new day and age. You know, women have fought for equality. You know, women have come out the kitchen. They have come out of the delivery room. They are in college. They are making money. They are entrepreneurs, and they have fought for equality. Well, I want to be the first one to let women out there know and to let y'all understand that when you fight for equality, you fight for everything that comes with the equality. You don't just get to pick and choose the things that benefit you. You know, this benefits you and that doesn't serve you, and it don't work like that. Everything that comes with equality, that all you get all of that. And the beautiful thing about this situation with Cardi B is it's not the first time this has happened. I mean, Wendy Williams, you know, Mary J. Blige, you know, Holly Berry, Janet Jackson, all of these high value women have went through situations just like Cardi B. So I want to say, Cardi, you know, you're not the first woman that's going to go through this, and you're damn sure not going to be the last. Just like, you know, Michael Jordan and all of these other super rich men, they wasn't the first and they not gonna be the last. They not gonna be the last. But women, y'all fought for equality. Y'all wanted to be equal to men. Well, when you step in the shoes of men, when you become equal to a man, you gotta take everything that comes with that. And guess what that means? I'm talking, yeah, it come with spousal support. Yeah, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. We ain't even 10 minutes into the live stream, and I'm gonna say it again. It come with something called spousal support. Yeah, we already understand. You marry that woman supports you. You build a empire, you get a lot of money, and now y'all gotta go y'all separate ways. That woman is gonna leave with some of that money. Now, that's how the game works. So it goes both ways. This is not a double standard situation, you know? Yeah. And we're going to talk about this. Now, Cardi B, she went on a rant the other day, and it was very concerning. And when I listened to this rant, the download started downloading. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't lie. I can't lie. I gotta be honest. The downloads started downloading because I said to myself, if Offset would have said the same things Cardi B would have said, he might be in prison right now. If a man came onto YouTube, came onto Instagram, came onto social media and said the same exact things that Cardi B said, he might have handcuffs. Yeah, yeah, put your hands behind your back. Yeah, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do will and can be used against you in the court of law. But somehow, you know, Cardi B was able to come on to this Instagram, to this social media and express herself and not have to worry about the federales putting an indictment, not have to worry about, you know, the police putting handcuffs. See, we're going to talk about this here at Grown Man Business TV because you either want to be equal or you don't. Listen, ladies, listen to me. You either want equality or you don't. And you better pick a side and you better pick it quick. Now, Cardi B, she had a lot to say, and we're going to get into that because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I keep the receipts over here at Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, I keep the receipts. Yeah, one thing you got to know about me is I got the receipts. We're going to go through the receipts. But yes, when it comes to marriage, I want all you women to understand something. It's something called spousal support. The same way y'all say child support. You remember, child support, spousal support. Everybody say it with me. On three. 1, 2, 3. Spousal support, child support. Everybody say it with me. And you need to know something. You are not exempt from paying child support, ma'am. If the kids live with me, then you're gonna get your ass put on child support. If we have to go our separate ways, you got the bag and I don't, your ass is gonna pay spousal support. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Big salute to the chat. Hey, look, it's nasty work, the things that I'm seeing and I'm hearing. Oh, why do that man need spousal support? Why would Offset? Well, guess what? We're gonna talk about that. Because Cardi B, you wasn't worth $120 million before you met Offset, was you? Yeah, Cardi B, you used to have an overbite, a underbite, a right bite, and a left bite. You had all the bites like an American alligator. Your mouth was biting like an American alligator when you got with Offset. Yeah, you had a good man right there. In the midst of this marriage, you accumulated $120 million. And you think you just get to walk. No, that ain't how it would work. Yeah, that man gave you 3 healthy babies. That man helped your career. I know you don't want to admit it, but when you met Offset, Offset was at an all-time high with the Migos. They were one of the biggest rap groups in the world when you met Offset. You was still overbiting and underbiting. Your teeth was doing the electric slide. Cardi B, your mouth and your dentures was doing the electric slide when you met Offset. You wasn't WAP when you met Offset. You wasn't all the way at the top of your game when you got with this man right here. So we need to be honest and we need to make sure we keep the narrative in perspective. Cardi B was not popping like that when Offset did what he did and made that thing happen and got on one knee. And I think that man need to be compensated for that. He need to be paid for that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Big salute to the chat. We're gonna talk about the cheating. We're gonna talk about what comes with this when you dealing with certain people. But the vows say till death do us part. And if you break those vows and you get a divorce, it's called spousal support. Everybody say it with me. Say it with me, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Spousal support. Yeah. All right. So what I want to do is I want to give y'all some context in case you're not sure what we talking about. And we going to go through these receipts. But yeah, I want y'all to remember, Cardi B, you was in the strip club. You was drugging men. Yeah, you was taking men to the hotel and you was P Diddying, putting that, yeah, you was spiking the punch and you was robbing men. Your goddamn teeth was doing the boots on the ground dance when you met. Do you remember when your teeth was doing the boots on the ground? Come on, ladies. We gotta be very direct with this. So let's get some context on what we're talking about. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Make sure y'all run the likes up. Stop playing. Hit the likes. Wipe your feet off. The Knicks are going home. Big salute to New York City, but the Knicks are going home. So we ain't got to talk about the Knicks. We ain't got to talk about the Pacers. Yeah, we ain't got to do that. Your teeth was doing the boots on the ground. All right? We're gonna talk about these Bronx bombers. I'm talking Remy Martin. I'm talking Cardi B. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna do a whole nother live stream. But Papoose, you might want to whisper in your lawyer's ear, spousal support. Papoose. Yeah, Remy said that you're broke. She said you ain't got no money. She said you pawn in jewelry. Obviously, you are going through hard times. Well, Remy Martin got 4 or 5 properties, and some of those properties belong to you. Papoose. Spousal support. Oh, equality is a motherfucker, ain't it? Yeah, equality is a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get into this. Big salute to the chat. I don't care how you feel. We don't care what they think. Yeah, he must be broke. We don't care about none of that. Spousal support. Papoose, I'm gonna talk to you in a few minutes. Let's get a grip on this. Hit the like button and all that. Big salute to the chat.
Speaking of rappers, Cardi B and Offset. So TMZ exclusively broke a story that Offset is asking for spousal support in his divorce from Cardi B. So they say that the rapper filed an amended divorce response earlier this month, and he is now asking that Cardi B pay him spousal support. He does not request a specific amount in the documents. The rest of the request look relatively unchanged. Offset is still asking for joint custody of the children, and he wants Cardi's place to serve as a primary residence for the kids. Now, when these reports came out, I like to reach out and figure out what is going on. I reached out to both sides. We heard back from Offset's team. Offset team says that he does not need the money, that this was filed because he alleges that Cardi B was trying to come at him on things that were not fair. He alleges that she wants to decide when he can see the kids. He also alleges that Cardi B is asking for everything, like the properties and the cars. So his attorneys did this. And he also alleges, and this is a big allegation, he also alleges that he did this because Cardi B is barely ever with their kids.
Well, that's evident right there. Cardi, we gonna have a real conversation tonight. Every time your ass out there with Stephan Diggs, your ass out there with Stephan Diggs, talking about my man, my man. Nah, that ain't how this work, Cardi B. Your ass need to be home with your children. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna have this conversation because no, Cardi, and I got the receipts for y'all in the chat and all that. Trying to act like Cardi B was the prize and y'all women. One thing about women, I'm gonna tell you something. Salute to all the women that rock with me. If you don't check the situation, a woman is gonna create her own narrative and she's gonna make you believe it. So these women really believe that Cardi B was already popping and Offset was trying to. No, it was the opposite way around. And trust me, you might be new to the channel, but I got the receipts. Cardi B teeth was doing the goddamn electric slide when she got with Offset. Offset was a big time rapper. He was with the Amigos was the biggest group in the world. Okay, so we gotta stop with the nonsense. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Here at Grown Man Business TV is pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Pure dope. Okay, so I ain't got no dog in the fight. I ain't here to protect Cardi. I ain't here to protect Offset. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Yeah. Okay, so he asking for spousal support. He said he don't need the money. He gave his reasons for asking for spousal support. See, for me, I don't care what the reasons was. He said she trying to take the cars, she trying to take all the property, because that's what women do. In these divorces, women, they play the victim, even though you've been out there eating dick with it, Stephan Diggs and all that. And then they go to court and they try to take everything. And his attorneys pulled this stunt. It really wasn't Offset. Offset's attorneys said This what we need. It's chess, babies. This ain't checkers. Okay, so I just wanted to give y'all the quick synopsis. Go ahead. Talk to him. Go ahead. Look.
Okay. Yeah. So that's playing out in court, and I'm sure there'll be an update.
Listen. I don't. If it's available, I guess you should pursue it. But I don't understand why men need spousal support. Because what are you using the money for?
Charlemagne, I ain't even mad at Charlemagne at this point. I understand what his position in the industry is. I understand what his position up under the higher ups and the elites. I understand that Charlemagne gotta say things like this because they got those grape allegations over his head with that little girl, and he put that Spanish fly in that E&J. Oh yeah, Charlemagne, I understand why you take the position that you take at the Breakfast Club, respectfully. You put Spanish fly in that 15-year-old, you know what you put the Spanish fly in the drink and all that. You already know, all right? Why do men need spousal support? Well, there's tons of reasons. Just like women, right? Men, we get into these marriages, we support these women, we help grow an empire. The same thing women do. When women, get with a basketball player and they get with this person and they say, when I got with him, he was still growing and, I nurtured him and I motivated him and I inspired him and I did all these things to help accumulate this money and make it easy for him. It's the same thing, Offset was inspiring. He was motivating. He was showing Cardi B the upside of hip hop. This is how it is when you the biggest rap group in the world. This is how it looks. You're great. You're amazing. You're gonna be the best female rapper ever. He put a lot of work in. Okay, so when you say, why do men need spousal? It's the same reason why women need child support. It's the same reason why women need spousal support. Nobody asks the question, why do women need spousal support? But you ask the question, why men need, well, we're going to talk about that. Charlemagne, I know you put Spanish fly in that young lady's drink. You said it. So I ain't even worried about you. I know why you move the way you move. I know why you say the things you say. Again, you put Spanish fly in that young lady's drink. Molly all in her champagne, and she ain't even know it. You did that. So before you ask, why do men need spousal support? The real question is, why did you put that Spanish fly in that young lady's drink and all of that? And I'm calling her a young lady for the sake of YouTube. But we all know 15, that's a teenager. You put the Spanish fly in that 15, yeah, you did that. All right? So I'm just saying, Charlemagne, be easy. Now, that right there is gonna segue me into this next receipt right here. Now, I want to say this. This is a disturbing situation right here. Cardi B, you've been saying a lot on social media. And we're going to dissect it and we're going to talk about it. And I don't want to, respectfully, I don't want to waste too much time with this. I want to really get into this because it's absolutely nasty work, Cardi B. Absolutely nasty work. Okay? Now, let's run these likes up. Get the likes up and let's talk about this. Molly all in a champagne, and he ain't even know it. Yeah, y'all got a thing with putting that Molly and that Spanish fly all in the. Y'all been out here acting a ditty and all that. Yeah, I don't call them academics. I call them actor ditty. And you celebrities been out here acting a ditty. Cardi B do it. Charlemagne the God do it. DJ Akadiddy do it. Diddy, Puff Daddy, he do it. All y'all dudes out here, all y'all celebrities, but we gonna talk about that, Cardi. We gonna have a conversation. You know, let's look at something real fast. Let me see. Big salute to the chat. We gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna let Cardi B say a few things before we get into that rant. Yeah, Cardi, yeah, Bill Cosby, and I got the receipts. I got the receipts, baby. Let's let Cardi B talk a little bit. Big salute. Run the lights up. Get the lights up. Go ahead, Cardi. Talk to. Look, look, look. Them motherfucking teeth was jumping out of mouth. Her jibs was jumping out of mouth back in the day when she met Offset. Oh, that ain't the same. Look, look, look. She couldn't even keep those teeth in her goddamn mouth back then when Offset ran into her. Hey, y'all forgot? Hey, yeah, what's your name? Naturally New? You forgot about this right here? Look. You forgot when Cardi B, her goddamn whole bottom grill was doing an electric slide? Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross, yeah. Yeah, she was doing the Cupid shuffle. Cardi B mouth, her teeth was doing the Cupid shuffle back in those days right there. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Y'all don't remember that? Go talk to him. Go ahead and talk to him. Let's talk to him, Cardi.
He saw me. He just pushed me to his section, and he was just talking to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, this guy." Whatever.
But you knew him, right?
No.
Oh no?
Mm-mm.
At all?
At all.
You didn't know like it was Amigos? Or...
I know he was Amigos,
okay.
of course. I know him, and I just felt like, rapper. They just trying to fuck and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi B said she knew he was a Amigos. She didn't know which Amigo he was, but she knew he was an Amigo. So you women gotta stop acting like, Cardi B. You gotta stop acting like Cardi didn't understand what she was getting into. Y'all gotta remember that Offset was Offset. I'm talking Versace. The Migos was the biggest group, the biggest rap group on the planet when she met him. All right, so I wanted to just give y'all some context and give y'all a glimpse on what really is going on so we can understand why that man probably deserves spousal support. Yo, he put a lot of work into Cardi B. He got with, look. That ain't the Cardi B we looking at today. That's the up and coming Lego block. That's before Cardi B got the BBL. That's before Cardi B went to Colombia and Dominican Republic and got the motherfucking veneers. That's the real Cardi B. And y'all women seem to forget. Once y'all get all that weave, y'all get new teeth, y'all get that bean bag of silicone stuffed in your back, then y'all forget all about this right here. Y'all forget this existed. Go ahead, talk to him, Cardi. Talk.
And then it's like I kept talking to him, and he keeps saying, like, I've been watching you for a long time. I like your music. You have a lot of potential. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yeah. Whatever. You want to fuck. And then it was just like, he was real consistent. He was real gentleman, like, and it was just like, oh, he probably liked me. He really liked me. And he wasn't trying to take me to the bed, or he didn't like, come to my hotel room type of shit. He did none of that. So
It was different.
It was different.
Good. Good. So the proposal was very public, right? Would you would you like had prefer like a more low key romantic setting, or it was okay for you?
I don't know. You know, he always used to tell me, like, it's like, we be talking and stuff, and I always be saying, like, I don't want to have a kid with a man, and I'm not married, and we don't raise it together, and he always tells me, like, no, I'm gonna marry you one day.
Now, I'm gonna just say this, right? And we having fun with this, but you got to understand that it's a serious situation. And I'm speaking from a male perspective because, Offset got on one knee in front of thousands of people and proposed to Cardi B. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's something that should be warranted and should be recognized. And a lot of people don't understand because y'all ain't never did it. Now, I ain't saying Offset was the best husband. I ain't saying that he didn't have some growing to do. I mean, I don't know their relationship in and out. But I will say what he did do is take the initiative to make her a wife, make her a mother, separate her from the sexy reds and separate her from the Glorrillas and the Megan Thee Stallions and all the hoes out here. Yeah, the hoes. A man did that. He did that. And I feel like everybody's looking over that and nobody is respecting what that means for a man to go out, buy a ring, take the time, buy a ring, set up the occasion, prepare for a proposal, and get on one fucking knee and ask that woman to be his wife. All right? So for all y'all women out there talking down on Offset, the majority of y'all can't get a man to even be faithful. Y'all can't get a man to buy a ring. Y'all can't get a man to buy you a goddamn Happy Meal from McDonald's. Hey, when the last time your man bought you a Happy Meal from McDonald's? When the last time your man went and got you some Chick-fil-A without you? Yeah, see, a lot of these people don't even understand, and a lot of these men have never had enough courage to even propose to the woman that they love. You know she a wife. You know you love that woman. You already know y'all about to start a family. And you too scared, you too pussycat to get a ring and get on one. See, let's not talk about the trials and tribulations of marriage. Because the majority of y'all ain't even took the first step to get married. The majority of y'all ain't even thought, y'all can't even get a man to buy you a goddamn McDonald's Happy Meal. But you want to talk about what Offset was doing to Cardi B. You want to talk about infidelity. You want to talk about the trials and tribulations of their marriage. And you can't even get a man to clean up and take the goddamn trash out while your ass been at work. You can't get the man to take your car and pick you up from work on time. Your ass is letting him use your car, and you can't even get picked up from work on time. You are not qualified. You are not spousal support. That's what we are talking about. All right? Now, you done heard her. Go ahead. Talk to him, Cardi.
And it's like, yeah. And he was serious.
He was serious, and he's big. He's big. Now that you're like in the limelight, and everyone is like Cardi B, Cardi B. Like, what's your next business venture? Like, what do you want to do? Like, apart from music, like, or you want to stay focused, or you want to have like fashion like things? Because you're a lot into fashion, right?
I love fashion. I'm into a lot of fashion.
Now, we're going to go to another clip, but I want to stop right there. If you listen to the interviewer, she said, yes, Offset is big. He is big, big, big. And then after that, she said, okay, Cardi B, now that you are in the spotlight, listen to what we are, pay attention. The interviewer said, Offset is huge. The Migos are big, big, big. Now that he proposed to you and you are now in the spotlight, what are your next business ventures? What that means is now that you are with Offset, now that you are with one of the biggest rappers in the game and the biggest rap group in the world, now that you are tied in to this rap success, how are you going to ride the next wave and do other business ventures? Now that you are in the spotlight because of Offset, how are you going to capitalize off of this? And if you notice, even back then, Cardi didn't have a lot of confidence. She didn't have a lot of confidence in herself. She, I don't know, I'm into fashion and I'm going to try this and blah, blah, blah. And Offset was the man saying, no, you a wife. You a mother. You're going to be one of the biggest fucking female rappers in the world. We're going to make sure of that. We're going to make sure of all of that. Don't worry. Come down to Atlanta. You don't need to be in New York City. Come down to Atlanta and we going to do what we do. And y'all don't think that man should be situated for that? Y'all don't give that man no credit for Cardi B for the position that she in right now. You crazy out your mind, homie. You crazy out your mind if y'all downplay what Offset did for that woman. And we gonna get deeper into that. I'm gonna talk more about that. But let's get into this next clip right here. This is where it gets wicked at. Cardi B, we've been talking about your teeth doing the Cupid shuffle and all that. We've been talking about some things, but this where it get wicked at. All right, so I need y'all to run them likes up. I ain't gonna hold you. We not staying all night, but I need y'all to run them likes up. And I need y'all to all say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Spousal support. Spousal support. Yeah, you're gonna cut a fucking check, Cardi. We're gonna make sure of that. You're not gonna run off with Stephan Diggs out there with Stephan Diggs eating caca all out there in New York City. Nah, you're gonna cut a check. Now let's let Cardi B talk a little bit more, right? I want y'all to listen. Big Salute, run the likes up. Get the likes up in here. Go ahead, talk to him, talk.
That Offset was trying to push a narrative that she does not see her kids. Cardi immediately went on Twitter Spaces and she spazzed on all. I'll see you guys later.
Listen up, y'all listening? Listen up. The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga and his fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. But I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me.
Now, I'm going to, let's be honest. Cardi B, that was nasty work right there, sweetheart. That was that. So, it's a lot of things that come into my mind when I hear that. First I think to myself, are the kids safe? Are the kids safe with Cardi B? Like, I don't know. A woman that talks like that and says those type of things on social media is not a fit mother, if you ask me. I'm being honest. I'm respectfully, but a woman that will say that on social media about the father of her kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a fit mother. And we really gotta, again, y'all fought for equality. So let's just be equal about this. Let's say Offset got on social media and said that about Cardi B. Imagine the backlash he would get. Imagine the things they would be saying, you know, if Offset said and running Warrior. I respect that, but I don't care where it came from. Pain, agony, sadness. I don't care what's the reason. You know, if Offset got on social media and said those things about Cardi B, it would be an outrage. And it would be women out there saying, you know, it would be women out there saying, you know, Offset is crazy. Don't give him the children. Be careful. But when a woman says that, nobody wants to really talk about what's real. And what's real is a fit mother is not going to say that out loud. A fit mother is not going, nah, you know, and again, we're going to get deep into this because she said a whole bunch of other things, bro. Let's look at something else. We're going to get back to this, but I want to kind of, because she said that, right? And then she said this. Look.
Cause I did it myself. Niggas must have forgot, my nigga, the shit that I did to motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. Fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was motherfucking happening to me, my nigga. Nothing. Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was motherfucking happening to me, my nigga. Nothing.
So you just said you hope Offset dies in the bed. And when he dies, you hope that he dies slowly so that he has to think about you. And not only did you say that, but you also said, yeah. Oh, yeah, I used to take dudes to the hotel, drug them up, and rob them. That's what I used to do. What? Cardi B said she used to take men. Don't that sound like Bill Cosby? Don't that sound like P. Diddy? Didn't Bill Cosby and P. Diddy go to jail for doing exactly that? Drugging people and robbing them and sexually assaulting them. So, you know, I don't know if Cardi should even have those kids. If you ask me, Cardi need to pay child support and spousal support. Yeah, we need to figure it out. Get the kids over there with their daddy and make sure that she pays spousal. Look.
Drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was motherfucking happening to me, my nigga. Nothing. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do.
Ooh, Cardi. You drug niggas up and you robbed them. That's what you used to do. Yeah, come on, ladies. Come on. What are we? I think yeah, this shit sound like a remix. D, you like this shit? That shit, boy. That was good. I think Offset should put that on his next song. Yeah, Offset. Put this on the intro of your next album. I used to drug niggas up and rob them. That's what I used to do. So we got to get all of this sympathy and BS out the way. That's what we do here at Grown Man Business TV. I ain't just talking, homie. I got the receipts. I kept the receipts. You used to drug niggas up and rob them. But how you ain't got handcuffs? Why you ain't got a RICO charge? Why you ain't got a conspiracy charge? Why you ain't got sex trafficking charge? I mean, what's going on? And not only that, now you saying that you wish, man, I can't make this shit up, man. Look.
But I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. Ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me.
I think that Offset should take both of those clips and, you know, make a song with that. So we not here to protect none of that, Cardi, because when you fight for equality, then your ass go to jail equally. Your ass go to prison for drugging men and robbing them. You don't get to make excuses and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Nah, you gotta go to jail. Hey, you was drugging niggas and robbing them. And now you making terroristic death threats towards your baby daddy, your husband. Okay? So, ladies, you know, miss me with all the extras. Oh, hell no. Watch your mouth. You can feel like that, but you come on social media and you talk like that. You pay for it's consequences and repercussions. Go ahead, Cardi. Let you talk some more. Go ahead, Cardi, talk.
Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for fucking child support, my lawyer filed for child support. I mean, when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renew, what's that shit called? There's a renew divorce paper, right? And then
Man, hold up. Yeah, Breezy Santana. Yeah, you see Shorty that got out the chat. Yeah. See, you gotta know something, man. This is the purest dope you gonna get on YouTube. So it's easy to get into these comment sections and just be running and using your Twitter fingers. But I got the receipts. I make sure I line the receipts up before I come to y'all. Man, we ain't seen her. It been 10, 20 minutes and yeah. Because Cardi B supposed to be in jail right now. You was drugging men and robbing them, bitch. That's what a lot of people is going to jail for right now. Oh, go ahead, Cardi. Talk to him.
The renewed divorce paper. In the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He has seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing. Because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room.
Well, I want to say something to that. We're going to break this all the way down, right? You know, to all the young men out there, I'm going to give y'all a message. This is from an OG. This is from a grown man that been through certain situations, right? They got a new daughter named Blossom. You know, she ain't even 2 months old yet. 5 months. She ain't even 1 year old. She's still a baby drinking breast milk that need her mother. You understand? And you know, women always try to use it against men, like, oh, you ain't seeing your baby, blah, blah, blah. But what you got to understand is when a baby is a newborn, when a baby is just born, right? They really need their mother. They really need the warmth of their mother. They really need the breast milk. They really need everything that come with their mother. As a man, you need to be there, but you know, you got to go to work. You got to make moves. You know, you ain't got to be there every second of the day. That ain't really that ain't what you supposed to be doing as a man. You supposed to make sure everything is okay. You know, and when you don't have kids and when you're young, right, you fall in that trap. Oh, you ain't been seeing your baby. The baby 2 months old, shorty. What the fuck are you talking about? The baby is 60 days old. I seen the baby. You understand? It's a manipulative thing that you won't know until you get in the mix, until you have children and you realize, like, okay, the baby is a newborn. I'm there. I'm holding the baby. I'm carrying the baby. The baby knows my scent. The baby knows me. But, you know, the baby need to be near the breast milk and all that. Okay? So, you know, that's a trick. That's manipulation. You ain't seen the baby. Hey, shut. You ain't seen the baby. That's the problem. You the mother, and you been out there with Stephan Diggs eating cock and all that. And we gonna talk about Stephan Diggs. We gonna get to that. Yeah, we gonna get to that situation. Well, most of you women out here, you divorce your husband, you run over there to Stephan Diggs. Yeah, you might as well stay with Offset. But we gonna talk about that. Go ahead, Cardi. Talk to him, Cardi.
I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents. Even if I want to say something else before I let her talk some more, right? If I was Offset, Cardi B, I wouldn't go to your house in New York City either. Yo, if I was Offset, I'm not going to no hotel in New York City. I'm not going to your house. Yeah, after those terroristic death threats you made to me, talking about dying in the bed and all that, you think I'm gonna go to your goddamn? I'm not going up north. You come down to Atlanta. You come down south where I'm at. Yeah. Now again, let's really talk about this, right? Imagine Offset saying, I want Cardi B dead. Yeah, and when you die, bitch, I want you to die slow in that bed, Cardi. And I want you to think about me when your ass is dying. And then after he say that, he say, well, you know, you could come down to Atlanta to my house. Yeah. You know, I didn't mean it. Come down to Atlanta where I live at. After I just told you, bitch, yes, I want you to die. See, if it was the other way around, women would be saying, nah, bitch, don't you go to Atlanta with that man saying stuff like that. Don't go out there. Nah, bitch, don't leave your children with Offset while he talking like that. Yeah, you know, he said he wants you to die. He wants you to die slow. Don't go down there. So why would Offset go to I wouldn't go to New York City either, bitch. Yeah, I want you. Y'all heard what she said. So again, y'all ain't got no empathy. Y'all don't want to really look at what's going on. Why would I come to New York City after and you done talk about you want me to? Hell no, bitch. Hell no. You can come to my mother's house. You know what? I want my kids to be. You come to my house so you can send some of them goddamn goons up there and shoot me down. Yeah, so you can poison my goddamn fruit punch. Huh? So you can yeah. Fuck no.
Man, I decline. I don't need to see the babies right now then. Yeah, I don't need to see the babies that bad. Bitch, you not going, no, hell no. Hell no. Offset, stay your ass away from New York City, man. Stay your ass out of New York. Do not go to that woman's house. Stay your ass in Atlanta, Offset. Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Cardi. Talk, look.
If we're not together. Also, the last time I seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you. All the time, and you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want to fucking fly to New York. The fuck? Now, you're saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. And the day that I brought my Maybach, the Maybach was
Now you already know how Instagram, you know how they do on YouTube, but that's okay. I want to say something before she keep talking because we gonna go into another angle because now she talking about trucks and she talking about property, and we gonna have a conversation. That's gonna be a whole nother angle. But yeah, he don't want to fly to New York City. Y'all, let me say this, right? If Cardi B will come on social media and wish death on her baby daddy, on her husband, because that ain't even her baby daddy, they still married, right? Imagine the things she say behind closed doors. Imagine the things that she say to Offset when they arguing in the house, when they arguing in the room, when they arguing in the hotel, when they arguing and it's not on social media. Imagine the death threats that she gave him. Nigga, I kill you, nigga. You come to New York City, I have my goons, they'll smoke you, nigga. You don't think, yeah. Then she get up here and talk about, it ain't my fault you don't want to come to New York. No, it is your fault. It's called accountability. You've been making death threats to your husband. I'm not coming to New York City neither. I'm from the South, sweetie. Yeah, Hey, listen, what Jay-Z say? Never trust grimy ass New Yorkers. Never, homie. I live and die by that shit. Jay-Z said it. When the roof's off it, gat on my lap, I'm that cautious. Never trust grimy ass New Yorkers. Especially when you sitting on 20s, they get nauseous. Jay-Z is from Brooklyn, New York, and he told the world to never trust grimy ass New Yorkers. Yeah, Cardi B is from New York City. The dirtiest part, the Bronx. I wouldn't fly up there neither. Yeah, hell no. Bitch, fuck out of here. Bitch, you crazy. When the gat's off it, gat on my lap, I'm that cautious. Never trust grimy ass New York. Jay-Z said that. Don't get mad at me. Now go ahead, Carter. We gonna talk some more. But somebody, your ass need to be in prison. CPS need to come and take those children because you are an unfit mother talking like that. Crazy, man. What are we talking about? Over 300 in the chat. Run them likes up. I need 100 likes in here. Easy. Go ahead and talk to him, Cardi. Talk, look.
they had the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, bitch, you could get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses? First of all, my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey and New York. So, of course, that's going to be my property. I bought that shit with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year.
Now I want to stop right there because this where I see Cardi, you got the game messed up. Oh, Cardi, I know you thought you was right. You was talking, you was using your English and you was trying to say, but I want to help you out, Cardi. Cardi said that she bought a property in New Jersey with her own money. Well, Cardi B, you got to understand something, baby. In marriage, your money is my money. My money is your money. Our money is our money. Your money is my money. My money is, this is our money, sweetie. So, you know, and I know a lot of women, y'all don't understand this because y'all don't get railroaded in the justice system. Y'all don't get railroaded in the courts when it come to marriage. Y'all not used to understanding how this shit works. So, you know, equality. I'm here to help you understand equality. Yeah, equal. When you took that money and you went to New Jersey and you brought that house, that's our house. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I know it sounds crazy. You took your hard-earned money and you bought that house in New Jersey, that's our house. The fuck you mean? Oh, I bought that money with my, it's my money. No, it's not. No, it's not, baby. You bought that property in the midst of a marriage. That means that's our property. It feels good to be able to drop this knowledge because I understand just how oblivious women are when it comes to this. Y'all really believe that because you brought the house, it's yours. Now let's again. This is how I like to do it. Let's turn it around. Imagine Offset brought a house in Malibu, Offset brought a house in Miami, and Offset brought a house in New York City. Well, those are not Offset's houses. Those are their houses. It don't matter. It don't matter how he paid for it. It don't matter how many shows he did. Those houses are their houses. So Cardi, respectfully, yeah, respectfully, you, I know the truth is gonna hurt. Let me involve myself. Big salute to the chat. Run the likes up. I need 100 likes in here. Let me involve my own personal experience. Right, the big house, this big beautiful house that you see me recording and doing content in. I acquired this house. Not me, I acquired this house. I'm married. So this ain't just my house. So, what I do, I'm a great husband. My wife's name is on the deed. If something go left, I don't just get to walk. I mean, unless we agree, which I doubt that. You know what I'm saying? I doubt that. I don't just get to walk away and say, yo, this is my house. Hell no. This is our house. It was acquired in the midst of a marriage. But see, Cardi, I knew that already. I was happy to give my wife this beautiful house. It made me proud to put my wife's name on the deed. Like, we different. All right? So I just needed you to understand something. That ain't your house. That's y'all's house. Spousal support. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look.
The last year you have put me with the bill. Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year, you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead now.
So my kids got their own driver.
Okay.
They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all. My cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week. The nanny was $700 a day, but because she's only staying in the...
Damn, hold up. She said her little cousin babysits Wave and Culture, and she get $3,000. That's goddamn. She get $3,000 a week. That's $12,000 a month for the god damn. Hey, listen, Cardi. Listen to me. I know I said a lot about you. I disrespected you. I put you out there, but if you need a babysitter, I'm a great I would be great with kids. I got kids, babies, they love me. I'm very approachable and likable, and I could teach, Lil Wave, I could teach him how to box, and I could teach Lil Culture how to be a respectable young lady. $3,000 a week. God damn. Yeah, because if you ever need a babysitter, Cardi, I'm sorry. I said some things about you. I did. I told the people that you was drugging men back. That's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? If you need a babysitter if you ever need one, you can reach out to me, Grown Man Business TV. You can email me. I got a resume. I sent it. God damn. Cardi B, listen to me. If you listen to me, Cardi. I'm gonna say this one too, and I'm gonna go ahead and move forward, let you talk. Listen, I got a CDL license. I got credentials. I can drive I can drive the limousines, and I can drive the commercial vehicles to get your little babies back and forth to school. You can pay me $10,000 a month, $12,000 a month, and I drive your little baby. You ever need a driver? I got Class A CDLs, Cardi B. Cardi B, hey, Offset. You ain't paying none of these bills, so I ain't need to talk to you, Offset. I'm gonna talk to Cardi. Cardi B, I got a Class A CDL license. I would love to come drive. I would love to come drive personal vehicles for your children around and take them back and forth to school. I will do it. Where you live? New York City, Atlanta. I travel. Cardi, I travel around. I come to New York City. God damn. I got a CDL license. I can do it. I can help you. I can dry you out. God damn, you paying that kind of money? Shit. All right, I ain't saying nothing else. Go ahead, Cardi. I'm listening to you. Go ahead, talk to her, Cardi.
The daytime, $500. Don't call me. Nobody fucking call me. Nobody call me right now. Dead ass.
My bad. Hey, my bad, Cardi. I was calling you from my other phone because I wanted to see if you needed a driver. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Cardi. I won't call you again. I'm gonna let you talk. I was just trying to figure out if I got a CDL license. That's my bad. I called you. I'm sorry that I called you. I was just trying to see if you needed another driver for your other daughter, Blossom and Wave. I can take them to school in the morning. I'll drive a school bus. I could drive a school bus if you need me to. Yeah, you if you get the school bus, I got a CDL license. I can drive a school bus for you if you need me to. $15,000 a month. I'm gonna drive that motherfucking bus. I make sure your kids stop at Chick-fil-A. Whatever you want, I'm gonna drive that motherfucking truck and I'm gonna drive that bus. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you. Go ahead and talk to him, Cardi. My bad, Cardi.
The baby's nanny is $500 a day now because she's not staying the whole day. Culture and Wave gets tutoring 4 times a week.
by the hour. So that's 2 hours. 1 hour for culture, 1 hour for wave. Each hour is $250. So that's count that up. That's 4 times a week.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives.
My bad. I ain't that then they playing with my they just should yeah, I was just trying to see if you needed to drive. But go ahead and talk to him, Cardi. I'm sorry.
Quote your fucking thing. Quote your pianos class. That's 300 an hour. And she gets piano class 3 times a week. I'm not sure how much is gymnastic and wave boxing classes, but I pay that too. And you have left me with that bill for a whole year. Have I asked you? Have I asked you for anything? Have I asked you for anything this whole year? Have I asked you for anything? Kiari, have I asked you for anything? Because you want spousal support so bad. And mind you, this is not, and mind you, this is not even including food. So my kids have a personal chef that come from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. that I pay for. Because people in my house don't have time to cook. My cousin don't have time to cook. My mom that be helping with the kids don't have time to cook. So I need a chef. So my kids eat whatever the fuck they want because thanks to me. Also, my house have a security in front. Because, our daughter constantly used to get threats. Rape threats, death threats. So I have a security 24 hours in front of my house, which I pay as well. And you don't help me with none of it. You haven't helped me with a bill for a whole entire year. And you know what's so crazy? I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Because my nigga always tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore. And I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the Breakfast Club and be like, oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything. Everything like what? Everything like what? The gifts that you gave me? Bitch, you want it back? All right, so give me the gifts that I gave you back. What, you want money for the house for Atlanta? Fine, we could split that. Whatever the fuck you put down on the house, we could split that. I don't give a fuck. My house in Jersey, I bought it myself, so you're not getting shit from my house that I worked my ass off.
Hey, I'm sorry to tell you, Cardi, and I don't want to listen. I'm sorry to tell you, we gonna get that money from that house in New Jersey. That's our house. That ain't your house. That ain't nothing is yours. It's ours. And we don't. And I'm gonna speak from all. We don't want the money. We want how much money you got in your bank account, old Mr. Cardi B. Well, how much money do you? Let's see how much money you got in your bank account right now. Cardi B, how much money? Oh, let's see right here. Cardi B, look. Cardi B's net estimated worth is 100 and look. Bitch, you got $100 million. What you talking? What you talking? You talking about property? Bitch, you got $100 million in your account. That's what we want. We want some of that. We need some of that 100 million, Cardi. Now, you come off some of that money? Ever since I was a youngin', I've been popping my collar, and ever since I was a youngin', I've been chasing these hoes, and you better put the money in my hand. Put the money in my ever since. Y'all know the song? Project Patton and Juicy J. Ever since I was a youngin', I've been popping my collar. And ever since I was a youngin', I've been working these hoes, and you better put the money in my hand. Yeah. Spousal support. Bitch, you got $100 million. Yo, hold up. So hold up, baby. You thought you were gonna take that $100 million, fly back to New York City, out there with Stephan Diggs, eating cock and all that with Stephan Diggs, and you thought you just was gonna run off with the $100 million? Hell no. No, hold on. Oh, hold on, shorty. You out your cotton picking mind. Yeah, you done forgot. We's married. We's married, Cardi. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I got to see something real quick, real fast, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I want to see something real fast. And just give me two. Now, Cardi B, you done got with Offset. Y'all done had babies. You got $100 million. And Offset, look at Offset, look. And Offset got a measly 30 million. And you thought you was gonna go out there to New York City and take that 100 shit, bitch, you crazy. And ever since I was a youngin', I've been working these hoes. And you better put the money in my hand. Oh, all type of songs come to mind when I get to seeing that you got $106 million. Shorty, say what's your price? If you back it up, I can hold my ice. Now let's say you owe me something, yeah. Owe me back like you owe your tax. Owe me back like 40 acres to blacks. Pay me back and you got them shackles on your feet. Cardi B, I think you owe me something. Hey, Cardi, you owe me some motherfucking. You owing something. Nah. You know what? I don't want to be a babysitter. I ain't got no CL. Bitch, you gonna pay some of that $100 million right there, bitch. You talking about paying bills. You got them shackles on your feet. You know, right? You owe me some. You owe Timberland. You know the song. Pay me back like you pay your rent. Pay me back like it's money I spent. Pay me back and you can shake it like that. Shorty, say what's your price? I'm sorry, bitch. You gonna pay that money, Cardi? Fuck wrong with you, bitch? That man got $30 million. You tried to run off. Hey, yo, hold up. Go ahead, Cardi. I'm sorry. Go ahead, talk, Cardi. Go ahead, talk to him, man. Fuck it, go ahead, talk to bitch, man.
I don't even ask you for anything for the kids. All I ask is for you to spend time with them, and you haven't spent no time with them, bro. You're a bitch. And I keep, and you know I don't fuck with your family, but I even be calling your family like, yo, I don't know what's going on with you. You are mentally disturbed right now. And then when I don't be with my kids, where I be at, Offset? Where I'm at? I'm in Atlanta right now working. You think I want to be in fucking Atlanta in this small ass hotel room? I don't have not one friend, not one family member out here. I don't have nobody out here. Y'all don't even be knowing that I be in Atlanta because I don't even go out in Atlanta. I don't know nobody out here. And when I fly out on the weekends, I fly out to my house in New York. And I spend time with my kids and I spend time with my man.
Now I want to stop you right there, Cardi. We gonna switch angles because we gonna talk about your man and all that. Now this we gonna have some more fun with this, but yeah, great classic. Yo, it's no fucking way. When she got with Offset, bro, it upped her ante. It upped her stock. You understand what I'm saying? She wouldn't have made that 100 mil without being connected to Offset. Like, and regardless if you think that's true or if you don't believe it, that's that man wife, bro. That's his wife. That 100 million is his 100 million. My 30 million is yours and your 100 million is mine. We got 130 million together. You go out there with your man, then we got to bust that 130 million down the middle, shorty. Shorty, say what's your price? If you back it up, I think you owe me something. Yeah, owe me back like you owe your tax. Owe me back like 40 acres to black. Pay me back and you can shit. Yeah! Bitch, we got 130 million together. Let me bust that shit down. Yeah, what's that? What's that? What's that? 75 million? Turn my little 30 million to 75. I'm good with that, baby. I'm good with that. And Cardi, I don't know what the your man. Your man. Let's talk about your man. All right. Now, I said this from the beginning. You know, I understand that Offset wasn't the best husband. I don't agree with what Offset was doing. I saw multiple videos of Offset. You know, it was mad videos at one point with just coming out. He was knocking down Africans. You know, this motherfucker was, but we're gonna talk about that. Offset was fucking, he was having a lot of sex with women, and that's wrong. But we're gonna talk about that. But when they said they was getting a divorce, and then I saw Cardi B was connected to Stephan Diggs, I'm saying to myself, Cardi B is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Respectfully. You leave your husband for cheating. You leave your husband because he is not the best version of himself. But he proposed to you and he put a ring on your finger. And, you guys created an empire. You leave Offset and go out and walk around with Stephan Diggs. Now, this is a man with multiple baby mothers. This is a man that is doing a lot of fucking. He's having a lot of sex. And you walk and you go to basketball games and you sit courtside at the Knicks game with Stephan Diggs. Yeah, Diggins. And you smiling, you showing your teeth, and it's like, what is going on with women? So you left your husband, who's a cheater, to get with another nigga. Oh, well, let's look at something. I don't want to talk bad on Stephan Diggins. Salute to Stephan Diggins, but I want to show you. Just let's look at something. Like, you know how I feel. You know how I feel about the dog fur. I wouldn't have never. I'm not never gonna do that, and I don't think Offset would have did. Well, maybe I can't speak for Offset. Let's look at. Go ahead. Look. That's your man right there. Look. 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 That's your man right there, Cardi B. That's your man that you left your husband to be with. Surrounded with the dog fur. He got dog fur, all different colored dog fur, shedding all. They said, Daddy. They calling him Daddy. That's your man. And it's sickening that women are not telling Cardi this. Oh, they out there, yeah, girl, fuck that nigga, girl, yeah. And Stephan Diggs on the yacht with the dog fur. Man, I'm gonna get to that. Don't you worry. We gonna talk. We gonna talk about that. Yeah, King Richie, I saw it. I don't know if everybody saw that. So Cardi B, your man. You're my man. I'm my man. Marriage is for better or worse. You marry, you get with this person. I ain't saying you deal with the utmost disrespect, but you know what? You get in there and you work it out, and y'all grow into your better self. But instead, you get a divorce from your husband. You put $100 million at risk to be with Stephan Diggs. And look. Yeah, look. That bitch said, Daddy, you know what they did that night. You see them 3 holes, them bitches water, bitch, damn, bitches, you know what they did that night? Shit. Do I gotta tell you what they did that night? Oh, it was supreme. Yeah. Supreme fucking going on that night. That bitch said, Daddy, you already, they about to be sucking and plucking all night. And let's get deeper into this right here, because Cardi, you said that you was drugging men and robbing them. You leave Offset and you get with Stephan Diggs. Well, let's look at Stephan. Go ahead, look. Bam! Now look right there. Look. Look like your boy Stephan Diggs got a patch of that pink cocaine Diddy and Carisha was rocking with. Look like your boy Stephan Diggs, your man. He got a pouch of that cocaine, that nose candy, that Yola. Oh yeah, yeah, that snowball effect. And not only do he got some of that Yola, he got that pink Yola. Yeah, that's that pink coke we've been hearing about with Diddy and Cassie and all that. Cardi B, I don't know, baby. Yeah, look, I'm gonna show you. I can't lie. I didn't lie. Look how he whipped that hoe out. Look. Look. You see how them snow bunnies looked at that nose candy? Bitch, they about to do some fucking, yeah, it's like horse tranquilizer. It's like coke and horse tranquilizer all mixed together. So Cardi, you and I respectfully, you know what I'm saying? You gotta that's you some young women. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful with these women, bro. At least we ain't see Offset out there snorting coke with them bitches. We ain't see Offset out there snorting. Yeah, we ain't see him doing that. I never seen Offset with the pink cocaine and the Yola with those snow bunnies, and I never seen him doing that. Yeah. You gonna cut a check, Cardi. Like, go ahead, Cardi. Your man, look at your man. Look at your man. Fuck it, we gonna do it one more time. We gonna look at your man one more time. Look. On the boat. He go on the boat. That bitch say, Daddy. Oh boy, the bitch, Cardi, that ain't your man, Cardi. Yeah, Offset was your man. That's not your man. I don't know why you out. Nasty work, Cardi B. Go ahead. Look. So I want y'all to just think about that every time you hear Cardi B say, my man. Hey, I didn't see my man. That's not your goddamn man, Cardi B. Man, go ahead. Talk to him. Look, go ahead. Talk.
And when I fly out on the weekends, I fly out to my house in New York, and I spend times with my kids, and I spend time with my man. My house in New York, and I spend times with my kids, and I spend time with my man. My kids, and I spend time with my man. My kids, and I spend time with my man. He acting like I be out and I be a whole week with a nigga. No, I be with a nigga for once a week, 2 times a week. It gets to the point that my man go see me because I don't got time to go see him. He makes time for me.
Yeah, we all know how that go. He make time for you when he ain't with the snow bunnies, snorting the pink horsepower and all that. Motherfucker, Stephan Diggs had a pouch of pink horsepower. He's over there with Cameron and Mason, all that. It is what it is. Nigga whipped out that pink horsepower and told them bitches we about to party tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm with my man when he makes time for me. Yeah, when he can get those snow bunnies, and when he ain't with the snow bunnies, then he get with you. When him and those three snow bunnies ain't snorting the pink horsepower, did he come and get with you? Now, I'ma end with this. You know what I'm saying? And we this is more of a serious angle right here, right? But the downloads have downloaded and I'm gonna speak on it. Um, let me just say this, right? I could on I could only imagine being married to a woman or dating a woman that is not satisfied with her looks or her looks or her presentation. I'll say that, her presentation. You deal with women, right? All women, they like to put lashes, fake nails, a lot of weave and wigs, a lot of makeup, right? As men, most of us we deal with that because women, they love vanity. So regardless on how you look at it, we're gonna deal with a little bit of vanity. Understandable. But a woman that wants to get plastic surgery, a woman that is obsessed with enhancing her body in certain ways, that's traumatizing to a man. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. I don't think a lot of people give Offset enough credit or understand what that will do to a man. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to break that down for y'all because a lot of women in the chat, a lot of people in my DM, they say, Offset was a cheater. Offset was out here having sex with all of these different women. And you're right, because we all seen videos, it got to the point where that shit was just out, he was doing what he was doing. But you ever thought to yourself, like, the sexual desert he was probably in? You ever thought to yourself how long he went without sex because Cardi B was getting breast enhancements? She was getting botched surgeries, botched BBLs. Yeah, I don't think y'all understand, and I realize that a lot of people don't understand the real process of these botched BBLs. When your girlfriend or your wife go out to Colombia and get a BBL, right? It just seems so cliche and we don't really look at the whole process. But, you know, that's months and months without having sex. You can't have sex for a long time. It take a long time for your ass and your titties and whatever you did to your body to fully heal. You understand? And it takes a lot of like medical treatment. It takes a lot of nursing you back to health. You understand what I'm saying? And I realize as a man, this needs to be said because nobody is really connecting the dots. Think about what Offset was going through dealing with a woman that was highly insecure about her presentation. Her teeth was fucked up. So now we got to get her teeth done. She don't like her breasts. She don't like her body. Now we got to get her breasts done. She don't like her ass. Now we got to get goddamn beanbag cushion and silicone stuffed in your back for 6 months. You understand? And now I gotta nurse you back to health. I gotta clean your damn bloody ass back and your ass all day. I gotta put gauze on your bloody ass. I gotta put my whole house smell like alcohol and peroxide for the next 2 years because your goddamn ass got all this silicone and beanbag stuffing all in your back and all that. You know, as a man, I ain't never experienced. I could only imagine how traumatizing that is. And then you get around these models and these women that are secure with their body, that got natural bodies, that love themselves, and now you looking at your wife and she got a big ass bean bag on her back and shit. She flopping around, and we all saw the videos of Cardi B flopping around with that big ass bean bag on her back. Yeah, she got a bean bag lift, a BBL. She got a bean bag put in her back. That motherfucking beanbag stank. All that flesh and meat with all that silicone stuffed in your goddamn back. And we gotta nurse you to back that. You know, that man need to be paid out, shorty. I don't know what you thought you was talking about. Now, all of a sudden, your back and your ass and your silicone all healed up, and now you want to go over there and let Stephan Diggs bust down your back and all that. When I had to sit here and smell that nasty BBL, I had to pat down your ass. I had to clean up your bloody gauze, and I had to put what the fuck, bitch? You gonna pay me, bitch? Now you all healed up. It done took you 5 years to get that big ass bean bag on your back, all healed up, and now you over there with Stephan Diggs and all. Come on, shorty. Like, nah, shorty. That ain't how this shit work, man. That ain't how this shit gonna work. You ain't going. So now all of a sudden, we just supposed to let you go over there with Stephan Diggs with your big ass. Look. You got that you got that big ass bean bag on your back with them little ass thighs. Your legs ain't matching up with your ass. I had to nurse you back to health and all that. You ain't gonna hear nobody say this on YouTube, man. You ain't gonna hear nobody come from this perspective because it is grown man business. Imagine how traumatizing. She done went to Colombia. She done flew back to Atlanta. You know, we done walked your big ass in the house. You got blood all on my goddamn couch. You got blood all in my bed. You got blood all in the goddamn toilet. Every time I wake up, it's bean bags and goddamn peroxide and shit all around the house. It's blood all on the goddamn gauze. I gotta help you change these nasty ass band-aids all on your ass. I'm talking for months. That shit don't heal. It take months. It take a long time for your body to fully heal with all that goddamn silicone stuffed up in your back and all that. It take a lot of patience. It take a lot of discipline. It take a lot. Because you don't want to go out on stage and you don't want to perform because you don't like your body and you need to do all this cosmetic surgery and you expecting this man to just keep his dick in his pants while you out here with a fucking bean bag on your back. I will bet money that Offset told her, I don't want you to do that, baby. You ain't got to do all that. I don't want you to get that beanbag stuffed on your back, sweetie. I love you. I love you just how you are. I love you just the way you are. I married you like this. I don't want. Look. Hold on. Look. Damn, I don't know what. Hold on, real quick. YouTube playing. They don't want me to show that motherfucking beanbag popping all out the goddamn socket and all that. YouTube don't want me to show that big ass beanbag and all that. Look. And we gonna blame Offset for going out to Africa, knocking down one of those models and all that. For going out there to Miami and stuffing dick all in one of those little petite models when your wife done went out there and put that big ass bean bag on her back and you told her not to do it. Bitch, hey, listen, you know how many men tell they women, baby, I think that you are beautiful with no makeup. You ain't got to do all that. Baby, I think you are gorgeous. I love your body naturally. I don't want none of that silicone bean bag shit all in your back. I'm good. And you know how many women listen to that and still go get that motherfucking bean bag lift, the BBL? They still go get that bean bag put on them little ass thighs. They don't even get the thighs to match the ass. They just put a big ass bean bag on top of those thighs and get the flopping around and shit. This last angle needed to be said so that we can give some grace to Offset. So that people can stop saying, yo, Offset just... No, Offset was trying to be a husband. Offset wanted a family. Us Southern boys, us boys from the South, we want a family. We want the big house. We want the pool in the backyard. These are the things we are raised to want. We don't want no big ass BBL beanbag flapping around your goddamn ass. But so, you know, we got, man, this shit is crazy. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit is disgusting. Look at this shit. Look, look, look. Cardi, you out your goddamn mind, man. Yo, and you women just let her jump out there with that big ass bean bag stuffed in her back and go Cardi, go Cardi. you, you women, that shit is nasty work, man. Yeah, fuck it, I had to say it, man. Y'all supposed to told that bitch Cardi don't do that. Cardi, that motherfucker ain't healed up, God. Cardi B, that motherfucking beanbag ain't healed up all the way. Don't you go out there shaking that goddamn bean. We don't need that. That's a motherfucking beanbag. The BBL, beanbag lift. You bitches, somebody need to tell y'all, that motherfucker don't look natural. It look like a beanbag. Salute, big salute, Blue House, Virginia Beach. Yeah, this Norfolk, man. Yeah. Shark City, Norfolk, baby. Norfolk, VA. You already know what time it is. Salute to the 757. You know, this last angle is one of the main reasons why I feel like Offset deserves whatever he asking for. You know, if he need the money, if he don't, whatever the reason why he asking for it, because I can only imagine if my wife went out there to fucking Colombia and came back with that big nasty shit on her back and I'm her husband and now I gotta walk you around the house. I gotta help you go to the bathroom. I gotta wipe that big nasty BBL you got stuffed in that motherfucking, yeah, that hospital gown with that big floppy ass you got. Bitch, that shit nasty. I ain't gonna want it. I ain't saying I'm gonna do nothing with nobody else, bitch, but goddamn, that big floppy nasty ass with your skinny. So you got these little skinny ass legs with that big nasty floppy ass back there, and you think I don't know, I guess you think that I'm supposed to feel like it's sexy. I gotta walk your ass down to the bathroom. I gotta help you take a piss. I gotta wipe your nasty ass with that big nasty ass you got back there. I gotta walk you back upstairs. I gotta change those bloody goddamn band-aids. I gotta smell that nasty shit for 6 to 7 months to a year. And then you think I'm supposed to just lay here, dick hard than a rock. I told you I like you natural. You went and got that big floppy ass, and now I'm just supposed to not do nothing. Well, it don't work like that. It don't work like that, Cardi. And I'm saying that for all the women out there that's saying, "Oh, Offset is a dog. Offset is a cheater." Well, Offset proposed to this woman. Offset wanted a wife. He didn't want no big floppy BBL ass all in. Offset wanted a wife and a mother to his children. If Offset wanted that big floppy ass, he ain't have to get married. It's a lot of those in Atlanta. It's a lot of those big floppy nasty asses all in Atlanta, all in New York. He ain't have to marry you, bitch, if that's what you was gonna do. Put that big floppy bean bag on your back. I ain't go too much longer, man. The downloads have downloaded. Cardi B, you need to cut that check, shorty. I don't know. Maybe he don't want it. Maybe he do want it. But I'm telling you, as men, let's go to another angle. But that big look. Look, look. That big floppy ass that you got, that's some best. That shit nasty, Cardi B. I'm sorry, you fucked up. I gotta be honest with you. You fucked up. Salute to Coco Jones and went, bitch, that shit nasty. But let's go to let's go to this last angle. To all my men out there, to all the men out there, we are living in a new era. This is a new time. And I will say this, what a time to be alive, man. We are living in one of the greatest times to be alive, right? Women have fought for equality. Women have fought, they have begged, they have, they did a lot of fighting for equal rights and equality. Now that women are in a position where they can do as they please, don't you ever marry a woman a broke. The same way women look at men, you ain't got your shit together. You a bottle girl, bitch. You ain't went to college, you ain't doing nothing for yourself. Don't marry her if she ain't got something going for herself. I don't know when or what happened when, the narrative changed. When I was growing up, you didn't marry no bum bitch. Most of the dudes that I knew when I was growing up that got married, they wives worked in the government. They had government jobs. They had always had new Lexuses. They always had the best health. They always had, their wife was getting money. I don't know what changed where they started teaching young niggas that a woman don't got to do nothing but just sit there and shit. She ain't got to get no money. She ain't got to have no hustle. She ain't got to have no grind. She ain't got to have nothing. See, what you do is y'all get together and y'all build each other up. She ain't got to be rich. She could be Cardi B. She could have, her teeth might be doing the goddamn electric slide. But you know what? You see potential. Her teeth might be doing the Cupid shuffle, but you see potential. Your man, he might not be fully rich. He might not be a boss just yet, but you see potential in your man, and y'all build each other up and y'all build an empire. But don't you ever make a baby or marry no bum ass. Don't you ever do it, son. Shorty, you riding the bus, well, you need to get your shit together. This dick ain't free, shorty. Yeah, I don't know what y'all thought was going on out here in the world. I don't know what made y'all, but bitch, this dick ain't free, baby. You don't just get to ride this good dick right here for free, bitch. Is you crazy? You think you about to get on this motherfucking roller coaster for free? No, no. No, no. This dick ain't free, baby. And I preach that to my young boys. Have some motherfucking integrity about yourself. Know your worth, king. Know your worth. Yeah, half these dudes is homosexual. The other half is down low homosexual. The other half is in jail. It's a shortage on this type of shit right here, bitch. You don't get this good dick for free. You better, bitch. What you mean? That's what y'all need to start telling these women out here. Hey, shorty, you a bottle girl, bitch. Get your life together. Holla at me when you get some goals and some aspiration. When you start, yeah, holla at me when you get some, you know what I mean? But right now, you serving motherfucking Douce and all that. This dick ain't free, baby. That's the last thing y'all need to start doing, because these women think all they gotta do is go get a floppy ass BBL with the botched surgery, and they could do whatever. Nah, bitch, you that motherfucker, man, bitch, you crazy. You crazy. So what's gonna happen like K Michelle in 10 years when you want to get that big ass bean bag took out your back? Now I gotta nurse you back to health when you do that. Now I gotta nurse your big ass back to health when you do that. Big salute to the chat. Oh, word? Let's see what the homie Zip talking about. He talking crazy or what? Let's see what's going on with Zippy with the. Let's see what the zip guy got going. He talking crazy? What the fuck wrong with that? Salute to the chat. We done ran it up. We gonna see what Zip talking about. See what Zippy talking about, man.
Shit ain't hitting the same. Niggas talking about, oh, yo, post this paperwork, post that paper. Yeah.
Oh, he talking. Hey, yo, strap season boxing. What up, my G? Talking good. We gonna see what I'm talking.
Post any paperwork of yourselves. Post any paperwork. Let me see y'all niggas' paperwork. All my paperwork say what I said it was gonna say. All of it.
Cardi, we gonna get back on you.
Why? Because I don't be lying.
Let's let little Zippy talk. Let's see what Zip talking about.
Shit is documented. Shit is facts. You could check. You could look. You could see. Y'all niggas, shit is made up. Oh, I caught bodies and they reduced it. No, that's what happened with my shit.
He ain't talking about me.
Niggas, Hassan Campbell be trying to tell my stories on the internet.
He ain't talking about me. He know better.
If you look at Hassan Campbell,
fuck wrong with these niggas, man?
He caught a body and that they reduced it to attempted murder. No, I caught the body and they reduced it.
You shot that man in the back of the head, little Zippy.
Show you no paperwork saying that. I can show you paperwork saying that.
Zip, you shot that man in the back of the head, little Zip. You caught the body. You was scared of that man. Yeah, you don't get no respect for that shit, nigga. Fuck is wrong with this dude, man? Yo, man. Hey, salute to Zip. It's all love. I got a lot of love for Zip. But all that cap shit, he better keep my name out his mouth. Cardi B, Zippy with the drippy. You New York niggas better pay homage over here. Yeah, you better fucking pay homage. Talking about Zippy on you, right? I ain't heard him say, hold on. I ain't heard him say my name one time. Yeah, he's talking about Haas. He's talking about Haas Campbell and all that.
I can't even watch my niggas. Know what I mean? If I had it, I would have bet that 10 bands on Indy, though. If I knew Josh Hart sick, Josh Hart's stomach ache.
Hey, he ain't talking about me, boss. Yeah, he's talking about me. Let's see if he was talking about me. I want to see what he's talking about. You said he was talking about. Let's see.
How about y'all niggas make a video about that? Say, yo, Zip better against the Knicks. Zip, man, better against the Knicks, man. Yeah, man. Them Knicks ain't really getting no money, man. Hello? Yeah, hello. Nah, man, hello. That's that Indiana pay somebody. No, that's what would happen with my shit. He's struggling to make he be on the internet. He make more videos than everybody. He on the internet more than everybody. He's struggling to make $1,000 on this shit. Well, no wonder you talking all crazy. But that's why the energy is is unfamiliar to. He don't really know what to do. He ain't got no problems with me. So what? I got his brother Smoke. He ain't give a fuck about that little nigga. I was in the same jail with the nigga. He ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was in the same jail with the nigga. He don't care about that little nigga. He ain't really want. He want to be my friend. He been trying to be my friend on this internet.
He talking about China.
His brother Smoke. He been trying to be my friend.
He talking about China.
That's why in his videos he don't really. And that ain't how you be talking to other niggas. Watch.
He talking to China. He talking to China. He talking to me, man. Hey, Beyond the Matrix, man.
Sleepy brother on the internet making videos. This nigga woke up one morning. She started talking about my family. I go on Social Blade check. He's struggling to make $1,000 a month on this shit. I'm saying I'm just gonna fry you niggas. And I'm saying you niggas is easy. All you niggas got my name in y'all title. I don't put none of y'all niggas' names in the title of my videos. I still do more numbers than y'all niggas and all that. I'm doing way more. I'm doing way better numbers than all of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas crying about y'all numbers on the internet.
Hey, let me tell you something about Zippy, right? Let me tell you something.
I'm the reason your numbers is down on the internet. I'm the reason why. All you gotta do is look at my numbers. If my numbers is way up, yours is coming down. It's because mine's is going up.
That's why I like talking about Zippy get mad. Look, he mad. Look.
They ain't got enough time to watch us both, bro. Let's get to that.
That nigga Zipper Deuce, hey, he smoking that motherfucking K2.
Oh, he's talking about their numbers, crying about them numbers. Niggas is bozos, nigga. Nobody wanna watch y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is bozos, nigga.
He mad. I knew you was gonna see it. Nah, nigga, I'm good. Nigga, my chest. Nigga, come on, man. Stop it. Stop that shit. Y'all already know what it is over here. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Zip, though.
Sleepy brother on the internet making videos. This nigga woke up one morning.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing. Nigga Zip ain't talking to me.
Just to get money. I just come on here and just look, boom. $272. If I wouldn't have been on live, I wouldn't have got there. I wouldn't have knew Bob bet 10 bands on the Pacers if I ain't go live tonight. Shout out to me. Shout out to my intuition. Go live, Zip. Yeah, and I just got 272.
Let me say something real quick too. Big salute to the chat. You know, Cardi B. You know, we dropped those downloads. Salute to Zip, man. You know what I'm saying? Zip. You know, and all the other content creators in the algorithm. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? And this what I want y'all. This what y'all gotta really understand with this shit, right? We all in it for different reasons. You know, Zip up here right now, he said, oh, I made $250. Like, hey, bro, that shit right there don't even pay my light bill in here. You understand what I'm saying? So it's levels to this. It's levels when you own property and you got property taxes and you got a family and you the head of your household. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing against Zip. He doing what he doing for his level. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna get, because it's somebody that got $1 million house, a $4 million house, that'd say G&B TV is doing what he's doing for his level. You understand? This property got multiple ACs that run this property. I've been to a house out in South Florida that had 8 ACs. You ever want to really understand the size and the value of a home? Count how many AC units they got to run that home. I was at a property that had 7 or 8 AC units. You understand? Like that man light bill probably was $3,000 a month, $2,500 a month. So I ain't got nothing against Zip. I'm talking crazy about Zip because I know he gonna hear it. I don't need no mention. I know this nigga hear me. He know all these dudes on YouTube hear me. Niggas, you crazy? Zip don't want no smoke with me like that. Me and Zip already had a little back and forth. Me and Zip already had a little back and forth, and we both got 42,000 subscribers. Yeah, Zip ain't stopping nothing over here. The dope is too pure over here.
I don't think you understand the severity. But maybe now you do, because I see a few people making videos in regards to that. Gully TV is like one of the first persons, like one of the first people I saw that made a video in regards to that. Yo, son.
Hey, strap. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Look at this. Look.
Like,
Look at
that's
this.
one of the
Look.
first gangs I ever heard about.
Look.
That was like a real gang, you heard? You know, them in the Vice Lords. You know what I'm saying? Them in Chicago gangs, but I heard about them in Mississippi.
Strap season boxing be over here on my nuts. And then he go over there. And see, that's why I don't got no problem with Zip. Now I want to show you something. Look right here. Look. 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 Look at the motherfucker. Zip got the deuce head. I told you his eyes start going deucey when he get live and he get to blowing that deuce. Strap season boxing. Strap season be over here all in my comment section and all that. He subscribed to the channel. Then he go over there to Lil Zippy channel and he be talking crazy all in the chat like I don't see him. Strap boxing season. Yeah, nigga, hey, nigga, you jumping back and forth. You nut hugging. Hey, don't this is we gotta keep it 100, nigga. You dick riding and all that. Look. He all in the chill. Look at this nigga. Look at Zip. Look. That's 20 years of smoking deuce. Yeah, that's 20 years of smoking deuce chemicals to the dome, straight to the head. Yeah, smoking deuce beyond the matrix. Yeah, I got you dudes in the chat. Y'all know where y'all at. Respectfully, you know where you at. No feelings, baby. This is business. I told Zip that. Ask Zip what I told him. It's nothing. It was never personal, nigga. It's all business. Ask Lil Zippy what I told him. Niggas is crazy, yo. Zip. I told Zip.
Celebrate Zaxby.
This shit is business. And I ain't a slave to a YouTube check, homie. Ask Zip what I told him. Nigga, this shit ain't personal, baby. It's business.
GDB, I don't know the difference between them niggas. I just know them Chicago niggas be on time, son. Everywhere.
And what's the boy name right here? Strap season boxing, all in the comments, trying to get Zip to respond and look, trying to get him to speak on me, but Zip ain't gonna speak on me.
Everybody know that.
Respectfully. I ain't saying that like he's scared, but he already know.
Everybody know that.
He already know. Salute to Zip. I want to see if he gonna say something. We're gonna see what he say. Let's see what this nigga Zip talking about. Late night on a Saturday. Salute to the chat.
Yo, Sandbox Bully. What's up, baby? Hey, yo, man. Don't tell the manager we need 75,000, so we going to the roof.
Salute to Zip, man.
Let's go dig up 75,000. Incarcerated Bob said another $20. He said, yo, look at your text. We on college back. We on college baseball all week. Some good info coming in parlays, baseball, summer stacks.
Yeah, salute to Zip, man. Get your money, homie. You know what I mean? Nigga, like, hey, again, it's levels to this, baby. Nigga, this levels to this. We ain't no hate on YouTube. We ain't beefing. Nigga, get your money. I want to see that nigga Zip win. I want to see that nigga make a bet. I want to see that nigga make 100,000. I want to see that nigga Zip go to the next level.
Out like this right now, Bob. I'm taking that.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Bet 175. Bet 175 to win 1134, and they offer me 800. Let me get that.
But let me say this too. This where a lot of these YouTubers get trapped in at. And I learned this over the time, right? A lot of my subscribers is Zip subscribers. A lot of Zip subscribers is my subscribers. So these subscribers, they bounce back and forth. What's the boy name? Hold on. What's the boy name?
Yo, incarcerated Bob, yo, all balls.
Strap season boxing, right? So he be over here in the chat. He be going back. I be peeping him. I be seeing him in the chat. And I don't normally watch Zip. I don't watch Zip live streams. He got me blocked, so I don't really watch, but I'm on his live stream right now because he said, "Oh, Zip talking about you." I go over there. Zip ain't, maybe I'm gonna check it out and make sure. But these subscribers, they want war. This is like a substitute for reality TV. They want to see niggas go to war. They y'all love it. And respectfully, it's all good. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But I understand that's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. Y'all love that. But ain't no smoke with Zip, nigga. Zip.
Well, I'm not on the internet social. I'm not socializing on the internet. I don't do that. I don't socialize. I get on the internet, create my content. I get off of the internet. What I do off of the internet is my business. Niggas be seeing me outside. People be seeing me like, oh shit, is it with the drip? Yeah, it's me. Right. Niggas be like, yo, let's get to that. Right. Yeah, it be me. I be outside. But just because I don't be having turn my phone on, like I don't get like that. I don't think people don't watch me to see what I'm doing outside. People watch me to see me on the couch mirror land. You know what I'm saying? The Trinity, couch mirror land. That's all they be trying to see. They be talking my shit.
Miss Lovelace, exactly. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? The problem is,
I'm saying the Knicks is down.
the problem is when the YouTubers don't understand that. When the content creators don't understand that. They get to looking in the chat. They get to talking crazy. They get to saying wild shit. Yeah, I went in on Zip today. Called him a deuce head. I said he smoked deuce. I said all that shit. It's the truth. He smoked deuce for 20 years. I said what I said. But at the same time, you know what else I said? Salute to Zip. I want Zip to get that money. I want Zip to hit a play, goddamn, run that bag up. I want Zip to do his shit. Whatever he trying to do, I want him to do it. That's the part these YouTubers forget to do. Yes, money on YouTube.
I gotta do me.
They in the chat talking. I'm gonna tell you though, me and Zip had we had fun, and then we had a conversation. Zip ain't really going, and I'm gonna check to be sure, but he ain't gonna say he not gonna address my shit. So the homie thought he was gonna get in the chat and get some shit jumping, but it ain't that. So big salute to Zip, man. We ain't gonna stay on Zip long. I just wanted to check. I'm gonna check his temper though. I'm gonna check his temperature. I'm gonna make sure.
Ray J crashed down on shoe. He said shoe. Yo, respectfully, Ray J is not a credible.
Salute to Zip though. Do your shit, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all love. And I said what I said. Look. One eye go that way, one eye go that. See, Zip got the Charleston White. That deuce, that K2 make you get that Charleston White look. Smoking that motherfucking K2 make your eyes your eyes separate, nigga. Yeah, Zip. It don't take long when he going live. His eyes start separating and shit. One eye go that way, and one I told you, look. There ain't no beef in that. Ain't no beef in that, nigga. You smoking that K2, your fucking eyes is all wobbling. Yeah, I'm gonna check his temperature though. We gonna get back to that and make sure he ain't up there talking crazy. I said what I said, nigga. It is what it is. But Cardi B, you gonna cut that check, sweetheart, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That man, you gonna cut that man a check. And, it just is what it is. It is what it is when it come to that. You know what I mean? And again, I just needed to throw those angles. I feel a lot better. And, just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at Offset, he got a bad rap because everybody make it like Offset is this, but I just feel sorry for Offset. I feel sorry for men that get on one knee and propose to women, and then they get this bad rap, and nobody really dissects what happened in the marriage. They just blame the man. The man is the villain. Nobody really looks at the inner workings. And when you look at that big floppy bean bag, I'm talking that nasty BBL flopping all around. Now you might understand why Offset was fucking all them little models and shit. Now it might make sense to you why every time we look in our phone, it say Offset cheating with this person, Offset cheating with that person. Cause his wife, that shit, like nobody ain't attracted. That shit is disgusting, bro. Y'all, I don't know if y'all got it. I'm gonna leave with this. We're gonna stop with this. Women, as men, when we say we like a big ass, we mean like a big natural ass. A big round natural ass that got little dimples in it, and it got, you know what I'm saying, it's natural. We never said that we like no big ass silicone ass. You ain't never heard no man say that. So when y'all go out there and y'all get them big ass silicone asses and y'all come home and you bleeding all over the place and your ass stank, it smell like rubber and shit, bitch, we ain't signed up for that. That ain't what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that out there. That Cardi B went and got that big ass fucking bean bag put on her back, flopping that big ass around, and then nobody want to take accountability. Yeah, Offset was wrong. But goddamn, how long? I mean, I don't know what he was supposed to do. I don't know what I would have did as a man. I don't know what I would have did if my wife got no big ass floppy bean bag on her back, stuffed all that silicone up her goddamn back, and then came home to me, and then I'm just supposed to smell silicone every goddamn day. Yeah, you and Stephan Diggs go through your shit. But Stephan Diggs, I don't think he's into that silicone. Look. It don't look like Stephan Diggs is all the way into that big floppy nasty shit neither. Look like he into the dog fur. So respectfully, you know what I'm saying? When y'all women in Dresky, I see you in the chat. Big salute, big wrenches. I definitely see you, Miss Lovelace, everybody, all my wrenches. You know, let's give Offset some grace, bro. He didn't just, I don't think, and I don't know, but I don't believe he just jumped out the window, started cheating on Cardi. Like, Cardi, she's a very insecure woman. She's not even confident in herself. She think that she look good now. It's like Little Kim. Imagine you marry Little Kim, right? And for a lot of, let me do something real quick. I want to do this real fast, and then we gonna get up out of here. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, definitely hit the Cash App, hit the do all that. Hold on real quick. All right, so imagine you, let's look at something, right? So imagine hold on. Hold on real quick. Okay. And I'm trying to, and it's so bad now, it's hard to even find a picture. All right, okay. Oh, beautiful. Imagine this. Salute to the chat, right? Imagine you marry, you find Little Kim like this. Look, you find Little Kim like this, and you marry Little Kim. Look. You find Little Kim like this, right? Look. You see how beautiful Little Kim used to be? It's hard to believe that She didn't think that she was beautiful. She was insecure. As gorgeous as she was, she thought that she wasn't enough, right? You marry little Kim like that. Beautiful. Look, 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 look. And then, boom. What the fuck you think your husband gonna do when you come home looking like that? I'm talking you looking full on Michael Jackson, your shit. You got a motherfucking mask, bitch. We don't even know who, like, bro. I'm talking scary, bitch. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look, look, look. And then have the nerve to blame the husband because he cheated on you and shit. He done stepped out a couple of times. He over there fucking little models and little natural bitches look like Aaliyah, and everybody saying he a dog because you started off one way and now bitch your ass look like the Saw mask. You got the Saw mask on your damn face. You look like you belong in a Saw movie, and now we just gonna act like the man wrong. It's the same thing with Cardi B. And Offset did what he did, but you went and put that big ass bean bag on your back, shorty. We ain't asked you to do that. Look, look, look. A bean bag. A goddamn bean bag on your back. Look, look. I want everybody to say it one time before we get out of here. Spousal support. Yeah, yeah. Bitch, you got $100 million. I got 30 million. That means we got 130 million. We gonna bust that down the middle. 75, 75. And then you and Stephan Diggs can go knock that goddamn bean bag, goddamn. Yeah, you could knock that motherfucking bean bag out the park. Hey, we ain't worried about, bitch, you can knock that pinata down and bust that motherfucking pinata all over the yard. You and Stephan Diggs, y'all can get that pink horsepower, that pink cocaine, and y'all can knock that pinata all over the bed. Yeah, be my guest. You take your 75 million. I'ma turn my 30 million to 75 million. And then y'all can go and bounce on that goddamn beanbag all you want. Respectfully. But everybody said with me one time, spousal support. Big salute to the chat, man. I had a good time with y'all tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Let's see what the homie talking about. And make sure he ain't talking crazy, man. I don't be knowing what these niggas is talking about, man. I ain't got time for this shit, man. Let's see what this nigga talking about.
Like half an asshole. Reach. Not smart nigga.
He smoking on
That
that.
shit look like half an asshole on this shit.
He talking about he talking about China. China, he talking about you. China, you let that man talk about you like that, China, man. Shit, I can't fuck with y'all niggas, man.
I've been on here for 2 hours, man. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah, salute the Zip. I'm right behind you, homie. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
I got the best receipts in history.
Now he got receipts and shit. Niggas be taking my stuff. These niggas be jocking. Now he got the receipts and all that. Yo, that's why I'm telling you, man. You gotta know who you.
Just in case, look. You know who else? You know who else going to see my son Waterboy for chains? The home team, nigga. Y'all niggas forgot I'm home team. I don't know why y'all niggas forgot that.
I ain't gotta do it all that. Now all of a sudden. Yeah, now all of a sudden he got the receipts. These niggas be listening to my shit. They be taking my shit. They be jocking my style and all that. They be cutting and pasting my shit, taking my motherfucking slogans, all that. Nasty work. Who you think started that? Who you think now all of a sudden he got the best receipts? Hey, get the fuck out of here. Salute to Zip though, you know what I mean? Hey, big up to the chat, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, man, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing and we not dressing nothing up. Listen, Cardi B, giving it to you straight raw, my G. Pure dope. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We gonna whip this work. Not often pot, not in the Pyrex. We ain't counter whipping it. We ain't giving it no other way. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to all my wrenches. Miss Lovelace, I see you in here. Always appreciate it. Dresky, I see you in here. All my other wrenches that stepped in and out the chat, see y'all in here. My big wrench gang. Matter of fact, man, where my dog at? I might could find him. I'm gonna get my man. I want to give the homie a wrench, but I'm gonna find him next time. We'll do it next time. But big salute to my wrenches. Big salute to all the everybody that's tapped into the Realest channel on YouTube. You know, this situation. We going live early tomorrow. The Knicks have lost. They taking their asses back to New York City. They taking their asses back to the Bronx or Brooklyn or Harlem, wherever the hell they play at out there in Madison. Yeah, I think it's Manhattan out there in New York City. They taking their black asses to New York. So we ain't got to worry about no games tomorrow. We ain't got to worry about they ass is going home. So we going live tomorrow. And I think the first live tomorrow, we going to tap in about Larry Hoover. We're going to talk about Larry Hoover tomorrow. And we either going to talk about Papoose and Remy, or we going to talk about Adam 22 out there in New York City. So I'm going to leave that to y'all. Put it in the chat. You want me to give you the downloads about Papoose and Remy, or you want me to give you the downloads about Adam 22 out there in New York City? Papoose and Remy gonna be hella funny. Yeah, we gonna have a good time with Papoose and Remy the same way we had a good time with Offset and Cardi B. Yeah, I got some shit to say about Remy Martin, bitch. You know, we gonna talk to you, Remy. So it's really what y'all want. If y'all want me to talk about Adam 22, that's gonna be more in depth. That's gonna be more higher ups in the elites. That shit right there was nasty work, and I'm disappointed, and I'm always disappointed in you New York niggas, especially you New Yorkers. Y'all new age New York niggas. So that's gonna be a deep one. Remy Martin, I remember when you used to smoke Philly blunts and White Owls and Garcia Vegas. I remember Remy Martin when your ass used to have them black ass lips and your ass was yeah, you got some fucking nerve calling that woman ugly. And I'm going, I'm going, however it work out, your ass, I'm gonna straighten your ass out, Remy Martin. I don't know who, I don't know what, but Remy Martin, I'm gonna straighten your black ass out for what you was talking about in these live chats. You, Cardi B, man, you bitches is out of pocket. And I got a word. I got that. Remy Ma is called spousal support. And if Papoose is broke like you say he is, and you got all that money and property, bitch, we need some of that money that you got over there in that bank. We gonna talk to you directly, Remy Ma. Don't you worry. You New York, bet we gonna talk to y'all. Yeah, Remy needs some straightening. She needs some grown man business. You know, Papoose, you know, he's too light spoken and all that. That nigga just talk. I like Papoose, but he ain't. That nigga need to get some backbone. That nigga needs some pep in his step. That nigga Papoose need to like put some bass in his voice, nigga. Like stand up, nigga. You know what I mean? Put some fucking pep in your step, nigga. Get a backbone. You all slouched over and you know. I don't like that shit. I'm gonna talk to Papoose too. I got some words for Papoose. It ain't gonna be nice, nigga. You acting like a bitch. But I'm gonna save that for the live stream. Get some goddamn pep in your step, nigga. You out here making us look bad and all that. Like, oh, you all hold out and all that. Got Clarissa Shield looking like she wearing the goddamn pants and you looking like a hoe out here. I'm gonna talk to you in the live chat. Don't worry, I'm gonna talk to you in the live stream. So again, tomorrow we going live twice. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button. Make sure y'all locked into the Realest channel on YouTube. We ain't holding no punches. Indian Red, I see you in the chat. I ain't seen you in a minute. Salute to the chat. We gonna have a real conversation, and you know whatever downloads weigh heavy, I'm going to drop them off. Whatever downloads weigh heavy, which you know I'm feeling like the 1090 Jake and the Larry Hoover is something that really need to be talked about ASAP. I think I'm gonna talk about that early, and then tomorrow night, you know, I'm gonna pick between Remy Ma or Adam 22. But whatever one I don't talk about tomorrow night, I will talk about on Monday. So however it fall out, however it pans out, you know, we gonna get it done. No worries. But Larry Hoover, we gotta talk about that. That gotta be talked about. You know, I really want to give some angles and some perspectives on the whole Larry Hoover situation. It's gonna go over a lot of y'all heads and it's gonna go under a lot of y'all bridges. But that's why the channel is here. That's why the platform is here. That's why we do what we do over here. Big salute to the chat. This nigga Zip got a little. This little nigga Zip got.
He got some gold shit. He went and got some gold shit. See, gold is like his son, but he did that. Yeah, niggas, because these other niggas shit is looking fugazi. Sleepy big brother, he got some bullshit. He got bullshit jewelry. Hassan Campbell got bullshit jewelry. Niggas got bullshit jewelry. So someone that got a plain little Cuban and all that, niggas can't really say nothing about his shit, you heard? Except for that shit ain't really about nothing. My shit is smashing that shit too. You know what I'm saying? My shit is smashing that shit. Little classy, little rope and all that. Nigga got that whack ass shit he got on. You know what I'm saying? I had chains like that. Nigga 60 years old, I had chains like that when I was 13. That's what I say about that. And I got the pictures.
Miss Love Lace.
Got on, I had chains like that when I was 13.
Miss Love Lace, go ahead and do your thing, man. Make sure you tap in with us tomorrow. Yeah, Drip don't speak on me. He don't speak on my jewelry. He don't talk no. You know, that's why I rock with Zip. Zip no, he talk about them niggas, but he nigga know better, man. He talking.
Nigga ain't doing that. And these niggas ain't got no pictures when they was little niggas with no jewelry on. None of these niggas. No pictures when they was little niggas with it. They tell me, oh, yo, he finally got some jewelry. Nigga, I've been wearing jewelry. I put pictures up with me wearing jewelry since I was 6 years old. None of y'all niggas got that.
This nigga funny. Get your ass out of here.
$315. Y'all niggas can suck my dick. Niggas in 2000.
Hey, man.
Let's get to that.
Niggas Zip funny as shit, so that's so funny, dude. Hey, yo, no, hold on, real quick. That nigga Zip funny as hell to me. That nigga, yeah, bad and bougie. Come on, son. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had to break it down, like, you know, I had to break it down, like, to show that Cardi was She was nowhere near it. And Offset was already there. They was already there. So when she was at that party, she was at the Migos party. When Offset saw her and he approached her, she knew he was one of the Migos. She understood the opportunity that she was getting into. He approached her the right way, so she got down with that. Once she locked in with QC, she locked in with Offset, Quavo, Takeoff. She linked herself to some down south niggas. She really took off. We gotta be honest about this. I'm not saying that she ain't talented. She don't write her own music, so I don't know if she talented or not. I do know that they was having a problem getting that traction, getting that motion. Bodak Red or Bodak Yellow, that's Kodak Black's song. That's Kodak Black's beat. To down south niggas. Some down south niggas took Cardi B to the next level. You done came down here, you done racked up $106 million. Now you trying to run the Jersey in New York City and all. Nah, bitch, that ain't how it work. You do that with them New York niggas. You ain't gonna get that done down here. Yeah, she came down to Atlanta. She rode the coattails of Kodak Black, and then she acquired all this fucking money, and now she want to run back to New York like, nah, shorty, you crazy. Spousal support. I'm just, I'm just fucking around, man. Yeah, she about to go on tour. That's going to accumulate another 250 million. Bitch, you ain't about to run away with all that paper. Hell no, shorty. Hell no. With that being said, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Make sure y'all locked in tomorrow. We going live early. We about to turn up. You know, channels only going up. We approaching 43,000 subscribers as we speak. Let's get into it. You know what I mean? Let's lock in. Let's make this thing happen. Big salute to the chat. They both played chess. And from the jump, Offset checkmate. Yeah, man. And he ain't even checkmate. Right now, the spousal support is just an allegation. It's just something that's being put through the lawyers and through court. It ain't like she paying nothing. Like, we got to see how that even play out. And he probably ain't even gonna go for, most men, we don't even go for that shit. We ain't, we might threaten you with it, but niggas ain't really. I suggest men start doing that, though. I suggest men start playing the motherfucking hand for real. Like, nah, like, what you mean? What you mean, shorty? You crazy? Nah, shorty. We get in these marriages, we get into these relationships, we help build, we motivate, we support their dreams, we support their endeavors. We put a lot of energy and a lot of, that's what I'm saying, like with Pat Poose, and I'm gonna talk about that. But Remy Ma shot that girl, went to jail. Pat Poose was on tour. He had to put his career to the side to support his wife. He lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of steam. He could have probably took off and been this big, something could have happened for him, but the whole time he going to jail, visiting this woman that shot somebody, and now all of a sudden you want to lay down with the block captain and run off with the damn battle rapper? Nah, bitch, we gonna split that paper then. Fuck out of here. Is you crazy? Yeah, you can go off with Easy the block captain after we break down these properties and all that. Yeah, after we break down these properties, we break down what you got in your bank account since you got all this money, Remy, ain't you? We still married. Shorty, like, these bitches is crazy. And when it's the man doing it, oh, it's a strategic play. Them bitches get that money. But when it's a woman doing it, we supposed to just sit back and let you and just, nah, that ain't how it work. Remy Martin and Pat Poose are still married. Remy Ma got caught having sex with these people within the marriage. So you went to jail. I was there for your kids. I was there for your family. I was there for you. All that 5 to 8 years when you was in prison and I was missing out on money and trying to keep my marriage, trying to keep my shit together, and I married you. All that don't account for nothing. Hell no, bitch. How much money you got in your account? We gonna fix all of that. You gonna pay for that. If it's the other way around, a female to say, Oh, I could have went and got a career. I could have did this. I could have went to school, but I was at home. I was making dinners. I was rubbing his feet. I was supporting him so that he could be the best basketball player that he could be. I'm the reason that he was able to be an all-star. He was able to go to the next level. I should be paid out for that. And everybody just agrees to it. But y'all don't want to think that Offset deserve. Nah, y'all think Papoose don't. Nah, we not gonna let. Nah, that ain't. We changing the narrative with that. That's grown man shit. You built that woman up to be a juggernaut. You built that woman up to be a force to be reckoned with. And now after all this work, all these years of putting in all this work into this marriage, into this family, now you just get to run off with Stephan Diggs and pink horsepower, bitches. You crazy? Before you leave, let's count this fucking paper. Let's separate these properties. Let's make sure, yeah, we gonna make sure. And I'm getting some of that money. Ever since I was a man, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar, popping my. And ever since I was a youngin', I've been working these hoes. And you better put the money in my hand. With that being said, you already know what time it is, but it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Had a good time with y'all tonight. Make sure y'all lock in tomorrow. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button. Make sure y'all getting y'all notifications. We going live tomorrow. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.